Hi everyone, John here from Mentor Links. Just wanted to do a video on something that is very trendy at the moment, and I've been wanting to talk about it for a little while, but also put a bit of myth busting into play, a bit of sort of context to this trend. So I'm going to talk about self-care. So you might have heard this terminology fly around, self-care, techniques, things you can do. And essentially the definition of it is to look after yourself and do something that's right for you, to feel good. It might be that you are needing to do some self-care because you only look out for other people, or you spend a lot of time forgetting about yourself. And in that respect, it's a very, very good subject and topic. And I'm glad it's trendy for that reason. But as with everything that goes around in trends, it can be taken into a negative connotation quite badly. And there's also kind of another trendy terminology that goes around toxicity. Toxic content, toxic positivity, toxic things that are out there that bring you negativity, essentially. So I want to talk a little bit about what I find is toxic self-care. So when you see posts, you see content that's out there and it's telling you about self-care, and it's telling you how you can be better at your own self-care. It's giving you hints and tips. What you need to understand is there is moderation required and balance. So what I'm talking about here is self-care for you might be in an evening, putting your phone away, turning off any communication with anybody else, sitting in a dark room, watching a film, eating a load of crisps, eating junk food, and just feeling good and de-stressing and detaching from reality because you've had a very busy day or you've got a lot going on right now. You just need to switch off from the world. Great. That's really good. That's really good, to do that in moderation, because of course, naturally, biologically, if you did that every day, all day, every day, that's no longer self-care. That's quite a toxic habit, quite a toxic set of things to do that won't drive your positivity, and you won't be able to get out of that cycle, and it will turn into something which isn't very caring for yourself. So what I'd like to do is just identify a couple of different things that I do, because I think that's a good thing to start and relate to people. And I'm not perfect at self-care. In fact, it's one of the things I hope to be better at as time goes by. But the way that I balance it up is I have two methods of self-care. So the first method is when, yeah, I absolutely need to detach, like I've just described, and I'll do something that, if it was done all the time, was quite toxic. Eat bad food, not go outside, detach from the world, not speak to anyone, and just watch mind-numbing TV or play a game or something like that on the computer or my phone or whatever. And yes, I'll do that. And then I'll follow that up, or I'll combat that with something that's really positive. So the next day, or shortly afterwards, at some point, I will line it up and not allow myself that toxic self-care by doing something positive, like going for a walk, going for a run, journaling, spending time with myself, meditation, yoga, talking to someone. And all these things seem quite simple, and seem quite like you can't just do them and they don't make you feel better. And that's true. You do need to engage with these activities. So that's the flip side. This sort of like easy self-care where you don't engage with anything, you disengage completely, is sitting there doing nothing, detaching, downing tools, darkness, whatever you want to call it. The positive self-care takes a bit of effort. It takes a bit of energy. It takes, honestly, you need a bit of energy within you, a bit of power within you to start it. But also that engagement refuels you. It refuels your power. So for me, it's about awareness of yourself, and it's about understanding of what is needed. And sometimes you just need that sitting down in the dark and watching a movie. And sometimes you need to go out for a wander and do something that's more productive. So line them up, balance them up. Give yourself the space to do both. Moderation and balance is always key. And we'll be following up this video and having other videos coming out soon, myth busting a few of the things I've talked about, such as meditation, etc., because I know that people kind of go, ooh, meditation, and things like that as well as we go through it. But we'll also be posting about the team here at Mentor Links and kind of their self-care tips, and also kind of great resources of how you can build into your self-care regime some more positivity, and less cycles of negativity that can blend into self-care. So if you see these kind of posts around, great, they're good, take them with a pinch of salt, but please don't think that self-care is selfish care, negative care, where you just turn into something that doesn't really contribute to positivity within your mind, your body, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I hope everybody's okay. Please let me know if you've got any great tips and things that you do for self-care, and contact us all the normal ways. And yeah, check us out on all the different platforms, website, and all that kind of thing that's coming soon. So we'll speak to you soon.